Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day.
Aloha friends, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's beauty blog. I did a makeup haul and I wanted to share it with you and show you guys how I created this really pretty eye look that I have been absolutely loving. I picked up the new Aether Beauty. This is their Ametrine Mini Crystal Palette. Guys, I love this palette so much. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go into me demoing this palette and how I got this eye look. Just the overall makeup look in general. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you my haul. And I will tell you, it is a lot of Aether Beauty. So I will see you in a few. Hi everyone, and welcome to Get Ready with Jen. I'm going to show you this very pretty fall inspired look I created using some new makeup that I have purchased. I purchased quite a bit of new makeup, which I'll show you after the video is done, or after this demo. So I picked up the new Ametrine Mini Crystal Palette from Aether Beauty. It's so beautiful, guys. I love this palette. I have been playing with it and I've created a really beautiful look with it. They're so beautiful. I would wear these colors all year round. I just love, you know, plums, berries, and purples, pinks. I love it. And then I have the Crystal Charged Ruby Cheek Palette. I know what you're thinking, why such a dark cheek palette? I really think that this is pretty. The colors are very pigmented, but they're easy to blend out as well. So we have a highlighter here, which is called Pure Love. The shade in the middle is called Aphrodisiac, and this one, this one's called Divinity. So what I've been doing is mixing these both together, and it makes a really pretty fall blush for my skin tone. I have another Aether Beauty cheek palette that I haven't shared with you yet, but I fell in love with the formula of these blushes. They're long wearing, and I love that they're a matte formula. The highlighter is really beautiful without enhancing texture in my skin. So I picked up this one. I did pick up the Rose Quartz one and actually the Topaz palette too, but they're not here yet, so I couldn't share them with you. That's okay, because we will create another look if you guys want to. So I'm going to start off with these. I did already do my base, which I use the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation. My shade is SF4 in Bowen. I love this foundation, guys. So far, it's my favorite. It's the one that I've always been wearing. It's a light to medium coverage. I like a light coverage foundation because I like my skin to show through. The reason why I wear foundation on my skin is because I have a lot of broken capillaries here in my cheeks, and I get red very easily, and the foundation helps hide that for me, even if it's just a light layer. And then these are my favorite concealers, which are the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealers. I have SC 1.5, which is Suma, and SC2, which is Yucca. Yucca I use around my face to conceal blemishes, and 1.5, which is Suma, I use underneath my eyes and on my eyes to prime for eyeshadow. I love these. These blend into the skin so nicely. It looks like your skin without it being cakey or anything like that. Just love these concealers. So I've already done that with my face. I picked up 4 new brushes from Scott Barnes. I've been wanting these brushes for so long, so I picked up 4, and we'll see how they work because I haven't used them yet. This one's for my bronzer. This one is for highlighter. You can also use it for powder underneath your eyes. And I have 2 eye brushes. This is the Winger, and I forgot what this one is, but I will have everything listed down below, and I'll read them off by number, okay? So first things first is we are going to start with our eyes, okay? So I am going to actually use the Ruby palette on my eyes, and I'm going to start off with this highlighter shade in Pure Love. And I'm going to use that as my brow highlight, and also as a highlight on my cheeks too. So I'm just going to dip my brush into that. And I just have a flat tip eyeshadow brush here that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to put this up here above on my brow bone. It's a really pretty color. It's kind of like a rose gold sheen in a way. So I'll do it on both eyes here. I didn't want to do my base with you guys on camera since you guys have already seen me do my base so many times already. So now that we have that on, I'm going to dip into actually the Rose Quartz palette from Aether Beauty. And I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Sandstone. And I'm going to put that in my crease as a transition shade. So let me just take my eye winger brush from Scott Barnes here and go ahead and apply that into my crease. Oh, this is a nice brush for sure. Fits perfectly in that crease area, or crease contour is what I should say. So the reason why I'm laying this shade down is because I'm gonna go with the matte shade in the Ametrine palette called Connection. And it's just a tad bit too dark for me as a transition shade, and the Sandstone matte in the Rose Quartz palette is actually perfect to help blend it out. So next I'm going into the shade which is called Connection in the Ametrine palette, and we're going to place this in my crease contour. So I like it to be like a light sort of lavender look. We'll do it on the other side. This brush is like perfect for your crease contour. I really love it. It's applying the shadow so beautifully. Okay, next I'm going to take a blending brush and blend some of this out a little bit, soften the edges. Where is it? What is my blending brush? Did I pull it out already? I don't see it here. Oh, here it is. It's hiding from me. So I'm just going to blend the edges out of this a little bit. So it softens it. And actually it can go back into Sandstone from the Rose Quartz palette and just kind of blend that with that shade to soften the edges. And there we go. So pretty, right? Next, I'm going to go into the Ametrine palette and I'm going to grab this shade called Rose Gold. This is such a beautiful shade, guys. It is a true rose gold. And I'm going to place this on the inner corner inside of my eye. And I'm going to use the other eye brush, which is number 61. I forgot what this is called, but it's really flat and fluffy. And then this one that I use to place my crease contour color is number 63. I know this one is called the Eye Winger, but these are beautiful makeup brushes, guys. As a first impression, I am really loving them. And I'm probably going to pick up more. So I just picked up some of this rose gold color. I'm going to tap off the excess. And I'm going to place that right here. Wow. So these brushes were actually pretty well priced. I think that these eyeshadow ones were like $24 each, but so far I'm really, really loving them. So as you can see, that rose gold right there, look at how pretty it is. Okay, we'll do the other side here. So make sure we're even on both sides. I need a little bit more right here. Okay, so there we got that done. Next, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Copper Rose. And I'm going to apply that on the outer corner of my eye. And I'm actually going to use my finger for this. I don't really like to use my finger, but with the brush, it's hard for me to pick up a good amount of color. So I'm just using my finger and applying that to the outside. Okay, we'll try it on this side. As you can see, it's a really pretty coppery rose gold color. You could also wet your brush and pick up a little bit more color too if you'd like. But it does apply better with the finger, in my opinion. Okay, so we got that on the outer corner, and I did get some right there with my finger. And I'll just take my concealer brush. Well, I'll fix it underneath my eyes in a bit. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit deeper on this side. So pretty, right? I love it. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this darker shade, which is called Spiritual Realm, and I'm going to use this as a liner shade. I'm gonna line my outer and my upper and outer lash line with this color. I love these colors on my eyes. They make them look aqua. These colors would look really pretty on any eye color and make all eyes pop. For me, it makes my blue eyes take on more of an aqua color, as you can see. So pretty. So I'm just taking that Spiritual Realm on the outer corners of my eyes, upper and lower. So most of these items that I'm using in this video today, you can pick up at the Sephora VIP sale. So if you guys are interested, they do carry some of these items, like the Aether Beauty palettes they carry that I'm using today, and also the Ilia products. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the Ametrine palette, and I'm going to grab the shade which is called Connection. It's sort of like a lavender shade, lavender matte. And I'm going to take it and blend out the lower lash line with this. And this is just one of my favorite liner brushes. You can't get it anymore. I use it to blend out my lower lash line for when I'm applying eyeshadow as a liner. I haven't found a dupe for it yet, but you can use a pencil brush if you'd like. So I'm just going to grab some more of that shade called Connection. It's such a beautiful color. When you apply it, it's definitely darker than what it looks like in the pan. Okay, so that is our eye look. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm going to clean up underneath my eyes and even out my lines a little bit. So I'll just take it under just like this, and I haven't concealed underneath my eyes yet. I like this concealer because it's not too heavy, not too thick, and it's like skin-like. So I'm just going to take the Rare Beauty concealer brush. I've been loving this brush, by the way, guys, as my concealer brush. I'm not a fan of double-ended brushes anymore, guys. They become like a problem for me, like when I clean them. It's just, you know, hard to dry them. I just don't like it. So I just take that, and I cleaned up that little mark that I had. And I'm just going to go over here and do the same thing. And I like the way that this is angled, because you can get it right underneath your eye and clean up that eyeshadow if you've taken it too far down. Okay, and I'll just take some of this and put it on my face. So next what I like to do is I take a damp beauty blender, And I like to press this in. On my skin. Helps it from sinking into fine lines and wrinkles. And I actually go over my entire face with the damp beauty blender before I powder. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into the Ruby Cheek palette and I'm gonna refresh my highlight on my brow bone. I'm gonna grab this color, which is called Pure Love. And I'm just gonna pop it a little bit more here at the center of my brow. Not too much though, but just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, so I am going to go off camera and I am going to apply my mascara and set my foundation, and then we'll come back and play with my new bronzer I got and do cheeks. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put on my mascara, and the mascara that I used is the Ilia Limitless Lash mascara, and it's only one color, it's black. I love this mascara, it's my favorite mascara too. It's just so beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Rose Quartz palette, and I'm going to grab this color, which is called Stardust, and I'm going to apply this on my inner corners of my eyes, just to give myself a little brightness right there. My under eyes are a little bit dry right now because I've been testing a new device in the eye area. I don't know, I think I showed it to you guys, but I haven't done a demo video, but I'm testing the Nira skin laser around my eyes. You know, I don't know if I'm really going to see a difference with that because honestly, like, I don't have a lot of wrinkles around my eyes, but I noticed like down here, it's like really drying out the area no matter what I put on it. And it kind of makes me look a little bit older, but I've been using it for almost 30 days. So I plan on doing a video with it soon. But so I just took that Stardust and I just applied it into the inner corners of my eyes. Okay, so let's do our contour now. So I picked up the Alima Pure Mauna Loa bronzer. I have been eyeing this for a while, and I normally use the Han Skincare Cosmetics Malibu bronzer. Now, I do love this bronzer. It's actually a favorite of mine, but sometimes like when I get it, it doesn't blend out on my skin that well. And it's probably the type of makeup I'm using. So I wanted to try this, plus I've been obsessing about this color, and I took advantage of the Detox Market's 20% off sale. So I picked it up. So it's a really pretty color, guys. I tried it once already and it seems like it's going to be really nice on my skin tone, but I'm just putting that much into the lid. And I'm familiar with using loose pigments as I was a Bare Minerals girl for a very long time. So here it is on the brush, and this is the Scott Barnes number 65 brush, and I'm just going to place this right underneath my cheek. I think I might need a little bit more than that. Oh, I like this brush too. Oh no, I need some new makeup brushes. So I've been saying that for the longest time, and I haven't really necessarily purchased it. And I'm just not a fan of these double-ended brushes anymore. I mean, it's just, I just don't like to clean them. It's hard to dry them. And I got this new brush cleaner that you put this on the end and you spin it in a bowl, and I can't use the double-ended brushes with it, and it just makes it so much easier to clean your brushes that way. So I love this bronzer. It's like exactly what I have been searching for the longest time, and I'm so happy that I finally found this. So the Malibu one from Han too, I feel like it's just maybe a tad bit too cool. They're either too cool or too orange on me, but this is like the perfect shade. I love it. So, and I'm just going to put a little bit up in my hairline since you guys can really see my hairline now. And I love this brush too for contouring and putting bronzer on because it just fits in this area so perfectly, see? So I'm just going to put a little dab of this up here, a little bit underneath my chin. All right, there we go. So we're all set with that bronzer. I really, really like this color. It's so pretty. Definitely going to be my new go-to bronzer for sure. And I'm sure that this will last a long time because mineral pigments, you don't usually need that much and they last for a while. So next we're going to go into the Crystal Charged Ruby Cheek Palette from Aether Beauty. And I'm going to dip my brush in both shades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to dip it in here and I'm going to dip it in here, right? I'm going to tap off the excess. And with this, guys, you really have to be light-handed. I'm going to start back here, kind of dab it. These blushes are really pigmented. So pretty, right? So let's see what I have left over here. So I'm going to dip in each again. Oops, sorry. Now you know I love my blush. Okay, so I'm just going to blend this out a little bit here. Okay, so I took the two colors, I dipped my brush in here once, and then I dipped it here in this one. So dipped once in Aphrodisiac, dipped once in Divinity. And you can see I got a really nice cheek color out of that. Really, really like that a lot. Next, let's do the highlighter. So the highlighter is Pure Love, and it's like a rose gold color, as you can see here, which I love rose gold on my skin. So I'm going to take my Scott Barnes number 64 brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that highlighter and put it on there, and then take it to the high points of my face. Ooh, this applies highlighter perfectly, guys. It's nice and fluffy. So, because these Aether Beauty highlighters are really pigmented. So if you grab too much, or if you don't have a fluffy brush, it will just like deposit the color right there and it won't look diffused. You'll have to blend it out really well. Okay, now I'm just going to take that same color, take it down my nose, as well, and a little bit on my chin. All right. So here is what the look looks like without lips. So far, I really, really like it. So I did not pick up new lip colors, guys. And the reason for that is, you know, in the times that we're living in right now, when we have to wear a mask, like it just doesn't seem like I should be picking up new lip colors when I have a ton of them already. So I'm going to shop my stash for a lip color that I have. And yeah, so I will shop my stash for that, and I will see you guys in a few. I'll come back with my hair all done and I will reveal the lip color that I chose for this look. I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me, and I will see you in a few. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed watching me create this look. The lip color I chose was the Kosas Wet Lip Oil in Malibu. I love this color. I don't like the formula. As I said, I was shopping my stash. I wasn't going to go out and buy a new lipstick or a fall lipstick for this look because let's face it, who's really wearing that much lip gloss and lipstick these days when we're all having to wear a mask? I mean, if you wear it underneath your mask, it's going to get all over inside. And it's just a very uncomfortable feeling when you take off your mask and your lipstick's all in the inside. So I wish, you know, companies would come up with something more innovative that would help us with our mask instead of coming out with a new lip gloss or lipstick or a new color in that lipstick and stuff, because we're not really wearing it right now. And it just seems weird to me. Like this year seems like the biggest launch for lip glosses and lipsticks in different colors. And it's just like, I don't know. I would have held off on that if it was me. So I love the Ametrine Quad. It's gorgeous, guys. These colors have my name written all over it. When I first saw it, I had to get it because I love these colors on my eyes. As I said, it makes them look more like an aqua color. I did pick, you heard me mention, I did pick up the Topaz Quad because I love this one so much. And it hasn't arrived yet. Hopefully it'll be here probably by the end of the week. And the Ruby, the Crystal Charge Ruby Cheek Palette. I love this blush palette. It's so pretty. I love these Aether Beauty blushes. The formula is very creamy. It blends out really well. I love that they're matte. The blushes are matte. They're not shimmer shades, and they last all day, guys. They don't fade off your cheeks. They actually last. I love the highlighter formulas. This is like my perfect highlighter. It's just a really nice shimmer. It's not too heavy. It's not too glittery to where it enhances the texture of your skin. I love it. So I did purchase a bundle from the Aether Beauty site that included the Amber Cheek Palette, the Joshua Tree Palette, and the Supernova Crushed Diamond Highlighter. So I mainly purchased this for these two, and this was just like as a bonus. I tried this palette first. I know I didn't create a look with it, but I fell in love with the formulation of the blushes, and I'm like, I love these blushes so much, and I need new blushes because I've had to throw out some of mine because they're old, and so I needed to kind of revamp that for my makeup wardrobe. And this bundle was a great deal. I can't remember how much it was, but it came with the Joshua Tree palette, and at first I was a little bit apprehensive about this just because of the colors. I was like, this isn't really my thing. But see, here's the thing is, I don't wear regular eyeliner pencil. I use eyeshadows as my liners, and I thought these would be really fun to play with as liners, and I can create a nice eyeshadow look out of this too. And it also will complement the other palettes that I have as well. Formulation is really, really pretty. I really like it. I think that Aether Beauty did change the formulation of their mattes because they're not like my first experience with my very first Rose Quartz palette, which I gave away to a friend. Like, I had issues with that palette. It just didn't work for me. And my friend gave me her Rose Quartz palette, which I have now. And yeah, I love the color story on this palette. This is my favorite palette, by the way. But the reason why I got rid of it the first time is because you've been following me for a little bit. I had like an issue with customer service with Aether Beauty, and I was so pissed that I just like got rid of it because the original palette that I had, the mattes were really dry, really powdery. It didn't blend really well. You know, the shimmers weren't as pigmented, but this one right here has been perfect, and I love it. I wear this one actually a lot. This is my favorite palette. So what changed my mind about Aether Beauty, because I wanted to test out their formulation again and try out other palettes, was this Amethyst palette. Like, I love this palette. It's so pretty. Like, for me, purples, berries, plums, those are like my favorite eyeshadows on my eyes because they just really make my eyes pop. But I love, these are my favorite Aether Beauty palettes, the Amethyst and the Rose Quartz, and now the Ametrine one. So I'm excited to get the Topaz palette. So if you guys want me to create a look with that and film it for you, let me know down below in the description box. Now, with these Supernova Crush Diamond Highlighters, this is Yellow Diamond Dust. I do not like this highlighter, and I'll tell you why. Is because, as you can see, it's really glittery, right? And I swatched it right here, and this color is just not a good color for my skin tone. But I will tell you, I like this as an eyeshadow. It makes a beautiful eyeshadow. It's like the perfect gold eyeshadow I have been searching for, so that's what I will use it for. And the bundle was such a great deal. I'm like, well, if, you know, it doesn't work as a highlighter, I can use it as an eyeshadow. So win-win. But so I love the formulation of those blushes. I can't wait until the Rose Quartz palette comes in because I want to play with that right away. These brushes, okay, the Scott Barnes brushes, I will have them listed down below in the description box. I love these. and I will be purchasing more. I will let you guys know how they hold up when I wash them, but the quality of them, the handle is really nice. It feels really luxurious. The bristles are so nice. They are vegan, by the way. They are synthetic bristles. So vegan and cruelty free, but very, very wonderful brushes. I will definitely be picking up more. The Alima Pure Bronzer. I wish I would have picked this up when I very first wanted it. I probably wouldn't have picked up another Malibu from Han Cosmetics. Like, would I have issues with that Malibu bronzer from Han Cosmetics is it seems like it dries out really fast and then it doesn't blend into my skin as well, and it's like really patchy. This went on really well. I don't mind working with loose powders. I'm familiar with them. I wore Bare Minerals for years and everything was loose with Bare Minerals back in the day. But I love this, and it's in the shade Mauna Loa. I have it on right here and underneath my chin. But this is my perfect bronzer for contouring. I love it, love it, love it. Okay guys, so that is all that's new for right now. I do have some new items, like some new devices that have come in, and I actually have the Aether items coming in, so videos will be coming on that soon. I'm thinking about doing a question and answer session with you guys, so if that's something that you guys would like to do, then let me know down below in the description box. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I love you. Mwah.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day.